They blocked old black man at a general's funeral. Then a four-star general stopped everything for him. Before we begin this powerful story, tell us where you're watching from in the comments below. This event took place at a funeral, but what happened there will surprise you. Stay with us to learn how one man changed everything that day. And if you want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. The funeral was held at Arlington National Cemetery, a place of deep respect and honor. Rows of uniformed officers stood silently, their medals shining under the morning sun. This wasn't just any funeral. It was for General James Parker, a celebrated war hero. Every seat was assigned, every detail carefully planned. Only those invited were allowed inside this exclusive ceremony. As the funeral proceeded, an old black man slowly approached the gates. His clothes were worn and faded, and he leaned heavily on a cane. In his hands he held a small, folded American flag. But as he reached the entrance, two security guards immediately stepped forward, blocking his path. Their faces were stern and dismissive, as if they didn't believe he belonged here. Tension grew as they refused to let him through. The guards firmly told him, "No invitation, no entry." The old man stayed calm and said, "I served with General Parker. I just want to pay my respects." But the guards ignored his words and the medals pinned to his worn jacket. They showed no interest in his story. Around them, people began to notice. Quiet whispers started to spread, eyes watching the tense scene unfold. The man's name was Walter Jenkins. Decades ago, he had fought alongside General Parker in a dangerous war mission. When their unit was ambushed, Walter risked his life to save the general, carrying him through enemy fire. Though Walter's bravery was real, history had largely forgotten him. Now, at 85 years old, Walter only wanted a simple moment to say goodbye to his brother in arms. His heart was heavy, but his spirit remained humble and strong. Murmurs spread quietly through the crowd. Some people pulled out their phones to record the moment. Others looked away, unsure what to do. The air grew tense as the guards refused to move. Everyone waited, sensing that something important was about to happen, something no one expected. From the front of the ceremony, a four-star general named Marcus Thompson stood watching. His face was serious, eyes sharp, and focused on the scene at the gate. The crowd around him began to notice a change in the air, a quiet tension shifting into something heavier. People sensed that General Thompson was about to do something unexpected. The moment held a stillness that made everyone hold their breath, waiting for what would come next. Without saying a word, General Thompson removed his hat and began walking calmly through the crowd. Gasps and whispers spread quickly as people parted to let him pass. The general stopped in front of the old man and knelt down, looking him in the eye. "Corporal Jenkins," he said, voice full of emotion. "Is that you?" The simple question carried the weight of years and respect, touching everyone present with its quiet power. General Thompson then turned to the guards and said firmly, "Stand down. This man does not need an invitation." He explained how Corporal Jenkins had saved General Parker's life during a brutal battle, carrying him through fire and calling for help. Without Jenkins's courage, this funeral would never have happened. The crowd fell silent, moved by the truth and honor finally being recognized. General Thompson gently took Walter's arm and invited him inside. "Your family here," he said. Walking together, they moved to the front row, where the most honored guests sat. As Walter took his seat, every high-ranking officer stood and gave a crisp salute. Then, the folded flag from General Parker's casket was handed to Walter, a symbol of respect and gratitude for his sacrifice. One by one, soldiers and officers approached Walter to thank him personally. Reporters who had come to cover the general's funeral now focused their cameras on this humble veteran. Those who had ignored him moments before now looked on with deep respect. In that moment, everything changed. Walter was no longer invisible. His bravery and sacrifice were finally seen and honored. Walter never wanted the attention. All he wished for was to honor his fallen brother in arms. His story reminded everyone that true honor isn't about medals or rank, it's about humanity, sacrifice, and brotherhood. That day, Walter quietly taught the world what real respect looks like. Walter's story quickly spread far and wide, touching hearts everywhere. It brought long overdue recognition to countless black soldiers who had been forgotten by history. His experience became a symbol of justice and respect, reminding the world that many sacrifices go unseen. The story ended with a powerful message. Remembering those who served is not just history, it's a duty to honor their true legacy. This story teaches us that true honor comes from sacrifice and humanity, not just medals or titles. Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. If you found this moving, please like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories. Together, we can keep these important memories alive and inspire change.